getting late.
It's getting late. You get me?
No, I'm telling Mum straight still. Saying, Mum, you're getting tired. I can see it. You know that reverse psychology shit.
Yeah.
When we get tired, you're rambling. I think it's time you hit the get me. You start hitting the road.
Listen, I can't wait.
Hitting the road.
Hitting the road now.
That's crazy.
I'll keep it so.
I tell you, I'm taking the road.
And that's that new shit where I can't wait for when that time comes. You know,
That feeling in it,
bro. That feeling, yeah. You know what's even? I'll be so petty the day I come my yard.
Hey,
and my mum
take
gets
your shoes off.
oh,
hey, oh
what?
yeah. We don't do that on there. This is chic. This is some other shit. This ain't even your regular degular, you know what I mean?
I'll actually go even one further.
Lamb's wool. Man yourself.
You know the ones where it's like man could do stuff in my yard that I know she wouldn't allow me to do in back. I'm like, what? Them clothes ain't getting wash yet. You won't leave it there.
Let that sit. Let that sit.
Let that sit, you know.
So what is this? You know the dishes? I'm like, yeah, I know.
No, but your mum, you know your mum ain't allowing it. Your mum's in there talking about
She'll do it.
you can't do it like
Yeah,
that.
she'll either do it herself.
you.
She'll either do it herself or she'll just complain.
Yeah,
But
she'll
she
moan.
can't. She ain't got no obligation, bro. In this,
Because you know what happens? She'll start it and then she'll put it, you know what? She'll house fine.
Yeah,
you get me? She'll leave it. But I can't wait for that because I'll
be
wait,
petty.
bro.
I'll be so petty.
What was you talking about? I'll
I'll be very
wait
petty.
for the last night, like the end of the night. I'll be like, it's time to kick my mum out. This is great. This is sick. I'm about to get excited for this shit. I'll be like,
but do you know what's mad?
yeah.
Do you know what? Do you
Time
know
to
what?
go.
Do you know what? Yeah, your mum finds herself in your space now.
Yeah.
And she knows she can't run things or she can't. You get me?
Mentally, they might not want to show it, but they know mentally.
Do you know one thing, especially African women, that you're gonna hear? This is the sign of like, I want you to do something. I know you're not gonna listen to me, so I have to submit. Just common for African mums specifically. I don't know if Caribbean mums do this. All you hear is,
Yeah.
that's what they can do, bro. When they know they ain't gonna get their way.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, listen, bro.
When you hear that,
a lot.
when you hear that, you know, like she
She can't say
stop
nothing.
me.
She can't say nothing.
can't stop me.
But she's also like, oh, this nigga
Yeah,
here, this little
especially.
nigga here.
So I'll give you like another thingy. Yeah.
I can give you an example. Go on.
Like say like, you know, when you start getting old and you're going out and coming home later, or you're going to like more raves and that, and you stop asking and start telling.
Yeah.
I'm getting
It's not saying,
home.
Mum, can I go out?
I'm
Say,
getting
Mum,
home.
I'm going out.
What time you coming back?
Not even know what time. You're just telling them, Mum, I'm going out. She can't do nothing.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Hold my legs, fam?
But the
She
thing
can't
is,
do that.
with my mum, she would start asking questions like, not asking questions, but make sure you do this or make sure.
Oh, yeah,
she would
yeah,
try and
yeah,
add a
yeah.
little bit of control over anything that she can.
I get that one as well. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
for example, make sure you take the bin out when you go. It's like, why? I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
You know what? He's
get
not
me?
wrong.
Bin is half full.
He's not wrong.
like,
Hey, no.
I took that shower
Big man
yesterday,
thing,
bro.
big man thing. Hang up your clothes from the washing machine when it's done.
Yeah.
When it's done.
Because they want to have.
I just told you that I'm about to
when
cut.
it's done, it's crazy still. I just started.
Yo, I just told you I'm about to cut. You want me to hold off what time I'm meant to be where I'm meant to
Yeah,
be?
just to do this one little tiny thing that
It's
don't
like, yeah.
actually need to
And
be
it's
done.
That element of control is
You get me?
the mum being the mum of like,
Oh,
you're
not
my
wrong.
child.
Yeah.
Because, bro, she would actually care freely. I could be in that same yard. She would just hang up the clothes whenever if I'm not there, she'd be like, yeah, it's just long. I'm just going to do it for
Or even
her.
if you are there, she'll do it because
She'll do it, yeah, because she's like, I just don't want it to be in there. When I'm going out,
Yeah, stuff
I'm not doing it for you. I am not doing that for you. I'm like, wait, hold
It's a
on.
mum thing still.
On the average day, this will probably get patterned like, I know, it's not even me telling you to do it. You just programmed to be like, I'm just going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
Me leaving the yard?
But,
Yeah, no,
But then
make sure you
there's
do that.
another stage from that though. So there's the stage where they tell you to do something before you go out. That's them like, you know what? I can see that. You get me, my powers are dwindling. You get me? Like, that's what they'll start to just try and grasp at, you get me, little things. And then you get to the stage where you're going out. Nick, can you just do this before? No, I'll do it when I come back. Yeah. And then then that comes back. That's just them reaching because now they actually can't say anything after that.
And that's like, it's like, that's new for them. It's almost as if like, I don't like this feeling.
And
Yeah.
I've combated that. I've combated that every single time that will happen, and I feel like, no, this is getting ridiculous because I'm clocking it now. It's like on a day to day, everything's blessed. But when I want to go out, all of a sudden, you want me to go shop. You know the worst one, bro. That man up. You see the worst one? When they say, when you say to your mum, just cut it down the road quick, blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, can you pick up this and this from the shop?
Had the whole day.
You've had the whole day to do it, but you want me to do it.
You want me to do it now?
And yeah, the thing is, you want me to do that first, come back, and then go back what I'm going.
And you know what's funny? They always say it right before you're about to leave. Bro, no, just give me a second. Let me go get the... I'm like, wait, now.
Do you know what my mum does?
Now.
Wait, let me tell you what my mum does.
Fam.
When I'm about to leave, sometimes she'll look around for what we need.
What we...
She start looking... So wait. She start looking around. She's like, let me check the story. We see if we got toilet
They'll
tissue.
send you
Bro,
shop.
I said, no, I'm going. But can you just quickly...
They send you shop.
Bro, I'm leaving the house at like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
You've had from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. to know that you need something.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I could go to the shop quickly, come back. But it's now that you're...
Right before you leave as well.
Bro, it don't make sense.
Literally right before you leave.
It's the look, fam. It's the... Wait. I think, let me see if we need anything.
Word.
I said, bruv.
And you know what's funny? When they do that, they don't really need it.
They don't.
Honestly, God,
It's just like, oh, you're going out, so you might... They still look as like, oh, you're going out, so you might as well just...
Yeah. Bro, they actually see it's like, I'm going to send you shop.
But then there's another level.
Right.
The text message.
What's up?
When they text you to...
Bro, they will text you or they will call you while you're out. You're doing your thing.
get
You're
something.
out now. Why are you calling me to get something all of a sudden?
And then they throw it back and I'd be like, well, I called you, I text you. I'm like, yeah, but you called me and text me when I told you what I was going to be doing.
Hey, I got
Don't
one...
get mad when I missed the call. Because when I call you, you don't answer your call. If I told you that I'm going to be out, either you're on your way driving or maybe you're just at the event, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Most times, I'm not really going to hear the phone like that.
I
But then they will throw it back.
I got another level on top of the text. She now gets my little sister to text me. Because I can't get mad at her because she's just doing what her mum's
That's
telling
a
her.
different level still. That's
So
a
all I
different
could do
level.
to my listeners is just put the thumbs up in reply. Just be like, all right.
Yeah, that's a different thing because that's like I'm going to maneuver.
You get me.
You get me? I'm gonna find pieces to the puzzle. I'm like, you know what? You can't use that card. Cool. Let me get younger sibling.
My sister asked me to, if I can do it, I'll do it because she's my little sister, innit?
Yeah.
So now she knows that. So she's like,
that's a clever card though. I can't lie.
I'm still figuring a way to combat that, fam.
I figured this out.
What's up?
Briefly before you go into it, I touched on it to myself earlier. I was saying to myself, you know what? There's something about showing weakness, and if you show weakness at any point, sometimes, because at the end of the day, everyone's got a little bit of weakness. Like for example, and you can see it as different things. But the reason why I name it weakness is because it's a way of doing something. So if your mum asks you to do something, bro, and you don't do it, or you've got to combat like, mum, I'm busy, I can't do that. Sorry, like you're gonna have to find another way to do it. And that's just the way it's been working. And she's like, fuck, I need to find a new way to do this. Then she's obviously gone to your sister
another chink in the armor,
and
bro.
find a different way. Now she's found that, and fair enough, you've said cool, thumbs up, and you've done it. She's thinking, yeah, I got it. You get me. So now it's like I found that weakness. So now it's like shit. Now if you, Jay, feel like, you know what, I ain't trying to hear this because this happens every day now. You're thinking, brother, this is getting on my nerves. This is getting on for like 2-3 months. It's pissing man off. It's inconveniencing me now. And you stop and you find a way to try and stop that. That's when you're gonna get another one of those.
Yeah,
It's like the final stage.
Yeah,
fam.
yeah.
Bro,
It's like
I've reached a stage where, like, say we're going out, yeah, I'm ready to go.
it's so accurate.
My mum might not be coming. She wants me to wait for my little sister, but she's not ready yet. But say I need to leave. You knew we were going out, but you chose to sleep for an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or do your hair or whatever. Allow it. You're old enough to get a bus, so you can do it.
Word.
Bro, one time my mum stood at the door and didn't let my sister back in. She's like, no, you're taking her. I said, I'm not taking her. She's like, no, you're taking her. I said, flip it up. I had to yield, fam. I said, bro, my sister's just going back and forth. Just come in the car, man. Flip sake, ref. It was long, fam.
Yeah, it's a power trip, man. It's that power trip. They really want to still know. And I feel like the day that comes when you're no longer...
When they get their last, like, oh, there's nothing you can do to
Bro,
to
I'm
control
telling you,
them.
man. Like, and it's not like as if we don't love our mums, but it's just we've never seen the power trip before, innit? We're not there yet. But when the day comes and it's gonna feel so... It's almost as if like that power's now given to you. It's like...
But they'll make you feel bad for it. They'll guilt trip the shit.
Yeah, they'll guilt trip them.
They'll shut your door, your house door. They'll be like, okay, well,
I'll
okay
just
then. Make sure you okay.
Yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna like even him saying that will actually make me feel a type of
Well,
way.
and then you know their keys. Well, Get rid of the
low-
stuff.
low-
Right now, I'm thinking.
Even
yeah,
now, I didn't even think about
bro,
that.
I'm thinking in like the future. My mum's in her own crib doing her
Damn.
own thing. Who's gonna grab like now? I'm constantly thinking of making sure the cupboards ain't too high, the top of the fridge ain't. Because I'm like, bro, I'm not driving all the way from my crib to come and grab something from the top shelf.
No matter what,
But
brother,
I know, brother,
she's still gonna call you.
so for something. But
Oh,
I'm
the
trying to-
Wi-Fi's not working. Can you come and try and figure this out?
Man,
Mum, it's not plugged in, brother. You made me drive 35 minutes for this.
Hey, you best learn how to start using FaceTime. You best start learning how to use it good.
It's not gonna be enough.
No, my mum
She'll be like,
knows
it's
how
not
to use
working.
FaceTime.
Can you just come here
My mum
quickly?
knows how to use FaceTime and that, but bro, she called me to come and find the remote.
Word.
Bro, sometimes in the living room, and I'm hardly in the living room nowadays.
I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah. I've actually got to the point where I think, you know, I know you don't get this as well. Like, your mum will call you while you're in the same yard.
Oh, you call my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
I've-
she calls
I've
me, I
actually-
won't answer.
I've actually ignored
If you're shouting my name, I won't
No,
answer.
she'll come to my door, bro. It's not my shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, you gotta get my attention still. No, I'm not answering.
You're not answering the phone?
Answering the phone.
Why?
Right? I've actually got to a point, yeah, where I think it happened last week. I just remember looking at my phone like, you're actually calling me and we're in the same damn house, bruv.
So you'd rather she comes upstairs and calls you?
I'd rather she do that, bruv. And you know what? Maybe it is a power thing. Because I actually was, I think, what was it? I might have dropped something. I came out the bathroom. My mum's very big on noise. She has one little thing I told you, man. She always like, she wows out. I dropped something, yeah. 5 seconds later, I get a call. I'm thinking,
You say, what was that?
bro, I get a call from her, and I know exactly what the call was about. She wants to call me so I can answer the phone, and she could be like, "Hey, what's going on up there? Do you really want me to answer that call?" Big man, because she's done that to me before.
That is crazy.
Do you know how mad that is? So I remember it got to a point where I just look at the phone. I was thinking, because I knew it was an accident. I just dropped something by accident. It might have been like a Dove soap bar or whatever. And I dropped in the in the bathroom.
What does she think will happen though? Like,
Nigga.
But I think for your mum, she's not. She doesn't want this to be a regular occurrence with either dropping shit, making up bear noise, jumping, all that type.
She don't like
so
noise.
she's trying to stamp down. Now, you've done well to not answer the phone to foolishness. I'm not like if you come upstairs and you talk to me, but like, why are you asking? Mum, I'm not answering your phone. I'm telling you to your face. I'm not answering your phone.
I'm actually not good because you know what's funny? I actually was wondering. Oh, I wonder who's that. I see mum. I'm like, you're just downstairs. I said no. I know it's.
but do you
Yeah,
know how
I know what this is.
I literally was like,
but
no.
do you know
way
how
she's calling
funny
me.
that would look like, fam?
You know, do
Bro,
you know how
Kofi's
fu-
mum's
big man
like
thing?
probably downstairs, like reading the book,
Bro, and she's heard something.
Bro, something she has.
Do you know how mad that actually looks?
Bro, she opens her phone, goes to the contact list,
And she goes,
types in son, and then calls, and then she's like waiting, like it's someone else, like.
And I remember I looked at yeah, I generally dropped it, yeah. And usually she'll be like, she might just say something from downstairs, like, hey, what is that? And more times it's always the same answer, mum, it's actually cool. I just dropped either this or that. But the fact that I saw the phone call and I was like, no, I'm not having it. I'm actually not.
She does
And
the
what happened?
funniest thing.
She came upstairs and was like, what was that? I was like, man, it was just a bar of soap. That
know
was
that-
it. And I was like, yeah, why the hell was I going to answer the call just so I can tell you on the phone when you're in the same house as me?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Fam.
Funny, but I got a segue into this now, innit? Now I was actually watching something earlier on yesterday, and it brought the idea in my head, innit? So, deal breakers, innit? Is your mum not getting along? If your mum does not get along with your missus, is that a deal breaker? For you? Because you know,
my mum knows me better than anyone, fam. I can't lie.
you know what's crazy? I'm still fighting that fact. Because you know, they always say, it goes back to the same general saying, mum knows better, innit? Like, mum knows best, sorry. So, there's obviously been people that will say, like, yeah, I brought a girl to the yard. And, you know, they obviously would think there's potential for them to bring them to the yard in the first place. And the mum will go and say, don't bring that girl here again. Or like, you know,
That one there is too harsh.
it's
bruv.
mad harsh.
Unless
you know,
like
everybody's
she's a
got their
witch or
own
something,
filter.
bruv.
You get me? Everyone's got their own filter. But even mums are able to, there's like this sixth sense where it's like, even if they was to know that this is not good for you, they tell you. And I always wondered, damn, if that ever happened to man.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, and I think I agree.
very-
Still, I think it's important for your missus to get along with your mum, but I think you like it's one of them ones where is it genuine dislike, like your mum genuinely doesn't like her, or your mum's playing hard to get.
it's hard, but
you know sometimes.
But this is genuine, like no, like
Genuine,
this is not
yeah,
for
that's
you.
important still.
She's not for
Yeah,
you.
if she's just playing hard to get, like, you know, the whole like bad boys thing. Like as a guy, you're gonna play like
you're
make
gonna
it tough
do that.
for your girl's son.
I can deal with
to
that.
test him.
I can deal with that.
Yeah, but if she genuinely don't like, yeah, that's a problem. That's an issue still.
Yeah, 100, that's an issue still.
That's an
what
issue.
do you do next though?
I think you got to cut the girl, bro. I'll be real. Like,
Yeah.
if you feel like, nah, mumsy ain't feeling you, like, you're going to have to try and not see where your mum's coming from, but kind of take yourself out of the little lovey-dovey thing you're doing right now.
It's hard though.
Which is
It'll be hard to.
But
That's
you
why it's
gotta look at it
important to.
differently.
It's important to like to respect your mum's values. Do you get me? Because mums raise sons, but men make men. If that makes sense.
Dads raise men.
Dads raise men. Do you get it? So as a son, your whole life, your mum's known what's best for you. You get me? And they just have that natural care towards you. So if there's alarm bells ringing or she senses something because of someone you're with, that should make you at least think like,
Think twice.
there's something, like there's something there. And more times than not, when you look back in your life, is proven to be right. When your mum's told you about, oh, listen, see that guy, be careful of him.
And siblings, to be fair. I remember my sisters told me about one brother back in the day. And I was like, what are you talking about? That's the homie. Get me? But yeah, give it a year, bro. Oh. So, yeah, sometimes it's like your family knows best. I mean, it's hard to listen to, even like your friends to an extent. Like you, man, might come around me and be like, hey, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, you need to be easy with, like, let's say whatever I'm doing. Like, you need to be easy with that. Like, just take it easy. I'm like, I hear you, bro, but trust me, I don't know what I'm doing. And then later on down the line, it's all fucked up. It's like, nah. Man, I should have listened, but it's hard to listen to those things. But that's why you have friends and family to tell you things that are hard to listen to.
You know what's so sticky on, let's say, this specific situation is like, I think for girls, you know, girls are a lot more quick and open to like do that kind of introduction, let your parents know about the guy and so on and so forth. For guys, it's like, no, if I'm doing that, you have to be
proper.
You know what I mean? So there's going to be a little bit of time invested in there. You're going to know, you're going to assess, you're going to be like, is she the worth the one? Because me, I ain't bring you to the yard in under 4, 5, 6 months. Like, that's not the reality. Unless I'm very certain.
I was going to say, unless you found like, yo.
You get me?
And probably depends on your age as well.
Yes, I think the younger you are is a bit.
The younger
easier.
you are, you're like, yeah, I got time.
You get me?
Yeah.
The older you are is like, I ain't gonna lie to you, all the things that I'm meant to be bringing home, this is the last thing that will probably be in my mum's mind, and let alone my mind, innit? So for me to bring,
she's still waiting for like what she asked you to grab from the shops, and you're bringing home a whole girl.
You get me?
No.
You get me? So it's kind of like when you bring this person to your yard. For me as a guy, I know for sure that I put time into this, so I know that cool. This is it feels right. I generally know this person is a person. I'm confident to be like, yeah. But then that's the extra hard part. It's like now you do bring her home, because I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's keep it real, man. Them do we really care if Pops was to be like, I ain't really know about that girl? Because Pops ain't really saying nothing anyway. But more time, if Pops was to say something to me, I'd be like, yeah, buddy, you don't know nothing. Innit? Like I don't know. Feel type of way.
I don't know.
If Pops says something, I'm like, I'm not really gonna feel type of way.
I don't know. I ain't had that. I don't know, innit? I don't know.
You get me? Like it might not feel good, but like, bro, I'm still gonna do it regardless. Mums on the other hand is like,
do what though?
I'll still bring her. You still gonna see her. Like nigga, you still gonna see her. Like shit, what you talking about? But mums though, that's kind of different. Cause I'm like, damn, because it's almost as if like you kind of seek the approval of like, and it's weird because I don't do it actively to seek my mom's approval when I'm picking a woman and be like, yeah, this is who I'm going to spend my time with. But it's also nice to know that she's the one. Cause it just feels nice. It knows like the woman who's known me all my life and now the person I'm looking to.
Because you're like, you spent your whole life with your mom
yes.
up to that point, as in the main woman in your life.
And you're the only woman I know to love. Stuff. You get me?
And then now it's gonna be, the baton's gonna potentially be handed over to this next woman.
Yeah.
Like, it's like your mom is like, listen, if you're gonna love him the way I love him, and obviously more, you get me, in more sort of relationship way, I wanna like, you get me, I wanna know. And that's why sometimes, you know, when mums will try to pick girls for you, Oh, what about auntie?
Them pics be no offense to the girls, but
What's
them pics
up?
be dead, man. I'm keeping it real, man. Them pics ain't my piece of.
Listen,
Ain't
hey,
my
listen,
piece of. Right,
listen. Yeah, one of my mum's friends, yeah, like closest friends, yeah.
Put me up with
No, it's
something.
true. You get me the pics.
pics be-
not picking. You get me.
Yeah.
They be a bit meads, man. Like,
But listen, man.
if she ever picked me,
I had land on the cards, fam.
what
I had land,
was it?
bro. Good land in Ghana, bro. Like big. You know, like
Financial.
Rick Ross's land, fam.
Yeah.
I had land like
That
that.
was financially
Listen,
stable.
man. Listen, you get me. You can have my daughter. Listen, man. I've got land that I could give you. I said, you know that
So
land.
let me see the WhatsApp me the pictures.
I said, I could do with that land, bro.
Let me see that. And what you think real estate? Like I can build off. You know what I mean? Like,
I can build on that.
I would be looking at the pictures of the girl. Like at least she got a little small something in the back. Like I can deal with that. You know what I mean? The
Build
face
that.
ain't that, but that's land. B, you get me? That's good
But
land.
I was joking. But yeah, on the roll, I got that offered to me. I said, nah, man.
Yeah, it's just not that.
good,
Like
man.
you get me? Like that's just like.
Trying to sell me land, fam.
Yeah, you get me? Like, I just feel like, nah, man. Because here's why I fight the fact of this, innit? Mums do know best, innit? But if I also go out, and this is never going to happen anyway, but if me and my mom was to go in the bar and she was to be like, I feel like I know your type, she will handpick every person that's not the one.
That's so funny.
You get me?
That's
That
so
would be a
funny.
sick challenge.
That's hard.
You get me?
That is sick. That's
No,
a sick
pick me
idea.
5 women
That you think
right
I
now
would
that
be
you
with.
think I could. That's my steez. That's
You
my
get
style.
me?
I know who my mum will pick. I don't think my mum. I don't know, you know.
She won't pick the girls I would pick.
No, but the thing is, she might.
Yeah,
she might
man.
based on because your mum notices stuff. I don't know how much time you spend with your mum, but like for example, let's say like we're
Not as much
driving
like that.
and we drive past.
Oh, I'll make it seem like I'm legally blind. with
no, my mum
bro.
notices, bro. My mum noticed. I know
My
she
mum
noticed.
notices. I remember one time. I won't let you finish.
Yeah.
But I remember one time. Yeah, I must have had a little shubs. Like one of the parties I used to have here when I was like a teenager, like 15, 16.
He's doing
whatever.
shubs in there.
Yeah, like in here in that room. Innit?
That's lit.
So like my 16, my 14th, my 15th, whatever. So all secondary schools basically. Secondary school.
She
time.
said the guy that you're bringing back.
So she saw the girls in it, whatever, blah blah. Now more time, these are just the homies. Like these are just my friends, whatever.
Yeah.
And then she was like, she asked the question. She was like, "Oh, who's this girl?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's just the homegirl. Blah. She's pretty." I'm like, "Why?" She ain't never said this about no other girl, you know.
When she said that, did that kind of make you feel like, should I move to her? Did that do
It
that?
was kind of one of the ones
Is
that
that- wait.
Should I move
Is
to
that your
her?
approval?
Yeah,
You
that's
get me?
basically-
Yeah.
that's what that was. That was like, oh yeah, she's nice. She get me like she's
Because I might not have been looking at her like that, but you told me that now. It's like,
yeah, it was like that. I'm
mean-
thinking, wait, is that you trying to say, yo, son, go get that?
go
one,
and get
bitch?
that.
Yeah.
If you told me to go get it,
'Cause-
I ain't gonna lie to
But
you.
was she though?
No, she was. I can't cap.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's basically one of those things where if my mom's basically said, if I turned around to my mom and said, "This is my girl," she would have been like, decent.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So
Yeah.
that's what that was basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Them ones.
She was like, "Oh, who's that?" She was basically like, "Oh, who's that? What's like, who's
Yeah,
that?"
yeah, yeah.
I know.
I'm like, that's his
What's
homie.
one question your mum ask a girl if she's trying to pick a girl for you?
No,
I know what my mum
I
asks.
have no clue.
What does she do for a living?
She's gonna ask, "Can you cook?"
I know, of course, can you cook? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the general.
But what do you like? What you got going on for yourself, basically?
What she's gonna ask the girl that?
100. She's got to be no bum girl.
I
bro.
think your
It's
mum-
just like-
But we ain't
I
going
think
for
no
bum girls
bum,
anyways,
yeah.
though.
No, but just in general, like, what do you do? And it's
Yeah.
be like, oh, if I'm just trying to. You get next.
Try to what?
Yeah, you get me next, bro. Like,
So do
like
that.
are you doing
Your
something?
mum don't believe in potential, fam.
Nah.
Crazy.
Because this again, go back to the dynamic. My mum, when she was young, she was.
But then
she was getting it.
she's looking in
Yeah, she wants to.
Which is what
the
they
woman
would-
to be on
let's
something.
keep it real, they would
certain
all do
extent.
that. They would
I
all do
think
that.
You, as a guy, you pick girls that have similar traits to your mum. I think we said this before.
Yeah,
Have
exactly. Similar traits to
similar
your mum.
traits to your mum.
Exactly.
You get me?
Yeah.
Very much so.
So she got to be like my mum was on star. So you got to be on star. Like you can't just be just.
but you know what's crazy? Yeah, so
I
that's
could cook, but I'm just here. Nah, brother.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
see now that's
Soft
what's,
life.
that's what's kind of crazy because it's like your mom knows what's best for you, and you do pick the girls that have similar traits. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm talking about. I'm just.
I don't
saying.
believe your mum always knows what's best for
You
you.
get me because there's gonna be certain things where not every. You know, there's also been sayings where it's like not everything your mom is right about, or everything
Yeah,
your parents, are right about.
Yeah.
Because it's true as well.
Right, she might pick a thing that ain't got no back. You're thinking,
Like,
Mum, are you alright?
No offense to homegirl, whoever it is, but what do you mean you think I want this, man? Like, you get me? Like, nah, man, you gotta send that back. I don't want that.
That's that.
Nah, man.
Get me? I want return. Man.
I said I want return on investment, mum.
Oh, why? You
Yeah.
didn't even check nothing.
Yeah, man.
Nah.
No offense, but this dish is a bit cold for me.
Cold for me, I'm gonna be honest.
I want
Get
the
me?
ROI.
Because you know what's funny? I genuinely feel like our types, our moms will be like, nah, stay away. We don't want that. We don't want
Nah,
that.
man.
Too dangerous. Nah, bro, let's keep it very real.
In terms of what? Like the way they dress or the way they look?
Just the way they look, bro.
Nah.
Look, really?
man.
Nah,
Come
I
on,
don't know.
man.
I don't think
What,
so.
you telling me now, yeah?
Remember, I'm in a relationship.
I know.
Watch your mouth now, Nick.
What you think?
You're telling me now, yeah? If you're... Don't say nothing slick, bro.
Don't say nothing too crazy.
Charlotte will be like, I heard what you said. What did you mean by that?
Nick in some sticky situation, cause yeah,
She
it's
be
long.
looking at all them girls different.
You get me?
Every single one that's around her. So it's
No,
like,
but
yeah.
you have some faith in your mum, man.
I just personally feel like, mom, you gotta get to know these women. You get me? You gotta get to know these women.
What, bro? What are you like? What type of woman is your
What
type,
you
fam?
into, bro?
You can't be like
No, because like
some
these
scary wrestlers, bro.
No, what
What's
I'm
going
saying
on?
is that they
Give
may
them a
look.
chance.
No, what I'm
Give them
saying is
get to
that
know them, bro.
you know what it is, yeah.
Like, you think your mum's got taste, bro?
No, I think Africans have, in terms of emotional intelligence, bro. Like, I'll keep it so 100, yeah. Their emotional intelligence is 0. They're the kind of person where if they're watching a movie, even if it's not the character that they don't like, if they just don't like the actor's face who's playing the character, oh, look at this guy as well, so ugly like something else,
but-
or like looking with a big nose or something. I'm like, Jesus, man, you lot are just cutthroat. Like, they will nitpick all the small things. You get me? So it's like,
But that's them being comfortable.
that's them very comfortable. But then it's also like,
Cause you do that as well. You've done that, bro.
I've stopped.
No, but you've done that before.
I've done that.
You get me?
You know what? If they're a dickhead, if
Nah,
they are
bro, you
absolute-
done that to an innocent youth, bro.
No, that was back in the day.
I'll never
That was
forget
back in the
that
day.
one
No,
time,
that
bro.
was bad. That was bad. That was so
Bruv.
bad. That was very bad.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is like
That was
it's
different,
It's
Kofi,
ingrained,
still.
bro. Like it's one of them things. Like
But you know what it is?
that's when you know you're so comfortable.
Yeah,
anything
very
runs. Like you're saying the craziest stuff because you're probably picking your nose while you're saying it, and you're thinking if you saw yourself in the mirror, you probably cuss yourself as well.
Yeah, but that's also like, I know that when it comes from that, yeah, I'm also like, is that how you really feel though? Because you know what I mean?
It's not
Like,
how it's just. I think it's just a thoughtless comment, man.
you get me?
I just see it as that.
Okay, because there's certain things where I'm like, sometimes I'll be watching shit with mum and I'm like, I don't want to be like the police guy where it's like, oh, come on, ma, you can't say that.
Not 100, yeah. Your
You know,
mum's
there's certain things I'm like, yeah, man, that's a bit too much. Like, chill
It's
off.
thoughtless.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I see it as thoughtless comments. Like
Yeah, it's natural, innit? Like, she's only saying that because that's...
Yeah.
It's imagine you in your yard, Dolly. You might say something that's a bit left, or might think something. You might not say it, but you might think something that's a bit left.
We do it like now, but
Exactly.
in the way that we.
Yeah.
You know you can't really say certain things.
Which
you
is
get me?
true, but it's also, I've now, for me anyway, I think maybe that's why I see it different, because I've consciously tried to hold myself accountable for that, innit? Because I just feel like that kind of, it is obviously, it still can be a thoughtless comment, but I also feel like those still words do have strength. And like, if I continue to do it subconsciously, I'm just always going to keep saying it to a point where it's like, oh yeah, it's just normal. But reality for me, I was just like, nah, man, I don't like being judged. Let me not judge. And it's not even judge. It's just more of a thing where I just want to subconsciously make sure, even if I'm about to say something that my mind would tell me, oh yeah, that's.
But then you might meet a girl that's like that, but like you like everything about her, but she just also says some mad stuff like once in a while.
Yeah, like,
That's where the non-judgment comes in. Because when your mum does or say something that's a bit left, don't judge. It's your mum, innit? It's family. innit?
Same way you treat yourself
yeah,
not to judge, you don't judge.
Yeah.
You're right. You're very, very right. You're very right.
Because I have the same, like sometimes my mum
Yeah.
will do something like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
But then you have to learn like that's just them, innit?
Yeah. There's probably tons of things you've done
That
that
she's looking
you
at.
like, you alright, bro?
Is this my child?
But because you're her child, she's like,
Yeah.
let him rot. Get me, let him rot. He'll learn. You get me? Here's what it is.
So coming down to it then, yeah. So yeah, mum not getting along with your potential partner.
Yeah, no, that's important still.
Red flag?
Very vital.
It's a red flag.
Red flag stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely red flag as well. And the thing is, yeah, sorry, babes, you might not even understand, or you probably might not want to understand, but it's a big deal.
But the mad thing is, if I,
I think with girls it's different.
what do you mean?
I think if girls are like, look, if I'm riding with you, I don't care about anybody else's opinion.
To a certain extent, there's some. I think you're right in more
There are
cases.
certain.
than
it depends
not,
on who you are and where they are in their life.
You're right,
But
more cases than not. But let me say this: if I move to a girl or I approach a girl and we get on, and then I think, you know what, it's time to bring you home, and my mum's not messing, like she's not having it. It's my fault. I made a bad judgment call.
what do you mean?
It's like I should have known that would happen.
You should have known.
You kind of know what type of stuff your mum, like, is one of them ones like, cool, your mum's not having a, like, you're at home, you know the type of what to do to make your mum happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, I know my mum likes flowers or chocolate. I'll just buy her chocolate today. Do you get me? So you kind of know already, like, the specifications of what you need to bring home. And you went to bring something completely different. But you thought you chanced it. You think your mum's love for you will overcome
what if
what
you
she
don't
wants for
know
you?
though? What if you feel like,
No,
okay,
but
maybe
you
you could
do.
be blinded by your own fascination or
I
love.
think it's a case where you'd probably be blinded, fam. Or you
you probably choose to ignore
chose
it.
a witch, fam. She get cast a spell on you or something.
God forbid that we all do that.
Yeah, man.
God forbid for sure. But yeah.